evening, family! Here we are again for a beautiful love stream. Yeah, man. Ending beautiful August, awesome August with some good vibes as we are preparing for the Virgo season of big changes. Many things will happen all around.
Wise men say that rushing is violence, and so is your silence when it's rooted in compliance. To stand firm in loving defiance, make Archer alliance, give voice to the fire. Move people to the beat of the wind, gather yourself and begin to dance the song until it ends. We are winners, champions of the light, forming in numbers and might. Keep the truth close in sight.
Medicine woman,
medicine man, walking with grace. I know your face and I trust your hand.
Hello, family. Hello.
Medicine woman.
Medicine woman. I have some. Wait. Something is happening. Medicine woman. I have some. Something is happening.
Find your teachers in the voice of the forest. Unplug, you can't ignore this wisdom of the voiceless.
Give me a second. Something is happening on my end.
From the garden to the farthest, prayer made of
Give me a second.
stardust.
Something
Find
is
the
happening on
healing
my
in the
end.
music that calls you, the voice that enthralls you. What do you belong to? Eyes up, there's the setting of the sun. Give thanks to you.
I'm gonna stop the music for a second. I have a double loop happening here. Never happened to me before. I'm gonna stop the music for a second. I have a double loop happening here. Never happened to me before. I'm gonna stop the music for a second. I have a double loop happening here. This is hilarious. Never happened to me before. I have no idea what's going on here. This is hilarious. I have no idea what's going on here. This is hilarious. I have no idea. Okay. Can you guys hear me clearly? Do you hear me good? Okay. Can you guys hear me clearly? Do you hear me good? Okay. Can you guys hear me clearly? Do you hear me good? Can you guys hear me clearly? Do you hear me good? Hello? Yeah? Everyone hear me well? Do you have a double loop? Do you hear me double time? Yeah? Everyone hear me well? Do you have a double loop? Do you hear me double time? Yeah? Everyone hear me well? Do you have a double loop? Do you hear me double time? Still looping. Bear with me. I'm trying to understand what's going on here. Still looping. Bear with me. I'm trying to understand what's going on here. Still looping. Bear with me. I'm trying to understand what's going on here. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know. I have no idea. Wow, I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do. I have no idea what's going on. Wow, I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do. I have no idea what's going on. Wow, I don't know what to do. I honestly don't know what to do. I have no idea what's going on. Let's see. Is this okay now? Let's see. Is this okay now? Let's see. Okay. I think I got it. Okay. I think I got it. It's working. Goodness me. What a start to the love stream. You know what? It's actually perfect. It's actually perfect because what just happened to me now, that's what's coming for us. Hello family, hello Simone, hello Tori, Hello, Janeline. Hello, Ima. Hello, Dana. Hello, Lenya. Hello, everyone. Hello. Yeah, okay, let me refocus myself. Hello, family. Welcome to the love stream. Wow, interesting stuff. How do we deal with stress? How do we deal when things suddenly change in our physical reality and suddenly we are dealing with situations that we don't know what just happened and they just happen, and now we need to adjust to them and just stick to practical facts and practical things we can do without stressing ourselves over them? This is exactly what I was just taken through, and that's going to be something I'm going to talk about in length in this love stream, because that's what's coming for us with this new moon in Virgo on Saturday. So I do see the auspicious symbology of what just happened to me as a good example for it, to just kind of like see, wow, Ami is going live, suddenly his system is doubling, he doesn't even know what it is, he's trying to fix, but not stressing, staying calm, looking for solution, playing with things around, trying to find where it is, bang, finding it, back in the loop. And so that's gonna be like a good example of what I'm going to convey to you on this love stream, which I know it's not like the best, most positive start to the love stream, but for now we are still enjoying Leo season in a beautiful way. This is one of the best Leo seasons we had for a long time, with a lot of very beautiful mystical alignments that helped us and supported us and gave us a lot of developments and positivity to come into our hearts, into love. For some people is finding that love within themselves. For some people it's been meeting a new love. For some people it's renewing the love within existing relationships. But all throughout this Leo season, there's been a lot of the most amazing alignments that will really come in to help us to come into love, to come into the heart, and to really own it again, to find our kind of loving container inside of us and around us. The relationship that can hold space for us as a safe container to feel the love that reflects that love that we are, and also finding the new ones and kind of creating new ones. Overall, really awesome Leo season, one of the best Leo seasons, and we still have 3 days of it, 3 more days of Leo season. So we're coming to the end of it, and all throughout this Leo season, since the new moon in Leo, I told you the same repeating message of like, there's an awesome positive wave in the universe, a lot of really positive things towards the future. Ride it, take it as it comes, harvest it, soak it in, juice it, squeeze it, take all the nectar out of this Leo season, because now we are ending Leo season, and even on the way to end it, right now as we speak, we have the Sun trine Chiron, a beautiful healing trine. We will talk about that. But following that, we are now heading towards Venus squaring Chiron, and then Venus will oppose Pluto, but also Venus will trine Saturn and Neptune and the North Node, which is going to be beautiful. So, you know, there's good things happening still this week, but yeah, we are now get ready, because September is going to be a very significant month. We are now kind of like coming out of this positive wave, out of this positive development that I hope and I trust that you manifested in your life in some way. Hello, beautiful Breeze. Hello, Territory. You love it. Awesome. Thank you. So yeah, so far so good, and still a few days of it, but from Friday we're gonna start feeling the energy changing, and we are entering into Virgo season in a very bombastic way, significant way, which is giving us a signal into this Virgo season, which will have 2 new moons in Virgo, on the 0 degree initial beginning and 29 degree at the end of it, which will be an eclipse. So we are now also entering Virgo season, which will be an eclipse season. Saturn will retrograde back to Pisces. Uranus will station retrograde. There's quite a few kind of, we are starting now to feel the transition, that we're going a bit backwards. And going backwards meaning there will be disruptions. There's going to be a lot of disruptions to our physical reality in different shapes and forms. and we are now really going to that kind of crescendo, kind of like intense phase of the splitting of the worlds and of the big change from the old world to the new world, which involved a bit of chaos, a bit of disruptions, a bit of kind of uncomfortable changes to our physical reality, which then brings up the element of stress and anxiety, which is Virgo ruled. Virgo is the place of well-being, of being grounded, embodied, healthy, you know. And by the shadow of Virgo is it can get really anxious, it can get really stressed over the minute detail of life, over changes in routines, over changes in the way you do your life and your practicality and how you take care of yourself. And Virgo season starts not in the most comfortable way, but ultimately it will promote the birthing of the new. But now we are going to visit a bit of the old that needs to fall away through the coming at least September, October. It's going to be a very significant phase now. So kind of like, don't take it as like, oh no, oh my god, oh no. Take it as like, hey, listen, we've been on this journey for a long time now. And we've gone through a lot. And we should give ourselves a pat on the back and say, in this Leo season, to kind of say, you know what, I'm such a freaking lion. I'm such an amazing lioness. I stood and I passed as the world stopped into lockdowns, into the poo and the juice, into threats and fears and all this kind of like alienation and all this separation and division. And then the wars started, the Russia-Ukraine, the Israel-Gaza, and all around the world, the China and the America and all the threats and the financial system hiccuping and the inflation and mortgage rates rising and interest rates rising and inflation and, you know, how like work is slowing down, money is slowing down, but everything costs more. And so many things are happening to so many people on so many levels and to ourselves that we need to also stop and take hold and take kind of stock of like, well, man, woman, brother, sister, we're still here. We've been through all that and we're still here. And you need to remember that as you go into September, October, because you've practiced it for long enough to get through this September, October with faith and with discipline and knowing that you're going to get through this and that you should do whatever you can not to stress, because you've been through a lot and you still came through and you still got through it and you're still here and now. But be mindful, we will be tested. And we just need to take it as like, okay, let's get the job done. Let's really show up and really embody all the things we've learned and all our past experiences and all our past challenges. And let's just own it and embody it, knowing that it's going to get a bit weird. There's going to be a lot of changes. There's going to be a lot of weird things happening, and we're going to get challenged, and we're going to have every possible reason to stress and to worry. But we are better than this. And we will find our ways through the North Node in Pisces. We will find our ways through faith, through prayer, through devotion, through spiritual practices, through trusting the divine order, even if it sucks. You have to trust that the divine order is guiding it, and I embody it in every inch of my body. You know, most of you know, most of you have been here with me for long enough. You know, I've been through, wow, so much shit, and I'm still here. And it's kind of like the future that we are heading into will show us that every challenge that we went through and everything we faced will be worth of what's coming for us. And this Leo season came to really kind of give us a bit of boost of heart energy, a bit of boost of courage and love for ourselves. Love like being love, embodying love, knowing that we are love even within the fear. We are light within the darkness. We are courage within the insecurity. We are weakness, we are strength within the weakness. So, and it's kind of like we allow ourselves to embody it all and to acknowledge it all and to process it all, because that's the real work. Not to using spirituality as a bypass. To be careful not to do spiritual bypasses. It's like, no, I'm not feeling anything. I just trust the divine order. No, no, no. It's not like that. You're feeling. Don't ignore the feelings. Feel it. Feel it. Feel it. Feel it. It's okay. You can feel it, knowing that it's in divine order, and you know that spirit is guiding this. But you allow yourself also to feel everything that you need to feel in order to transcend and transform and evolve. So we really gonna have to be really on top of our spiritual game now. You know, always remember the Hopi prophecy. You know, they say that in the time of change, in their prophecy, they say there will be 3 days of complete darkness, in which land will turn to sea and sea will turn to land. So they're describing something like a massive tectonic transformation, right? Something like that is can be correlated to like the pole shift, basically. Well, how does the pole shift happen? Is that the crust around the lava in the center of the earth is kind of becoming more fluid. It's not as crusty, and then it's kind of like it can move. So then the poles are like moving, like vroom, and in that process, the tectonic layers are moving as well. The tectonic layers become more mutable and they move, and so they reform, like mountains sink into the sea as land from under the sea rise as a mountain. I've just been told by a dear friend last week that there is a mountain in next to Chile that rose out of the ocean. I didn't know about it, but that mountain rose out of the ocean, and it creates a lot of curiosity about what can be discovered on that island. There's actually a lot to do, because on this chart that we're looking at today, I've actually put added Sedna. Where is it? I'm trying to fix my screen here. And Uranus is conjunct Sedna in first degree of Gemini. You can see it on the chart. Let me just move this here. And hello, brother Bharat and Rukshika and Trishan and the family. Hello to you. And so yeah, you can see at your 6 o'clock Sedna with Saturn. And that's very interesting by itself, because it's kind of like Sedna, it's kind of ruling the ocean. I'll bring the myth of Sedna. Give me a second, I'm putting it out. But Sedna is kind of ruling the Inuit sea goddess. She was once a beautiful young woman who resisted marriage. In one version of the myth, her father tricked her into marrying a bird spirit disguised as man. When the truth was revealed, her father tried to rescue her, but the storm arose. Fearing for his life, he threw her into the sea. As she clung to the kayak, he cut off her fingers, which transformed into seals, whales, and other sea creatures. Sedna sank into the ocean floor, becoming the ruler of the sea and its animals, controlling their availability to hunters based on her mood. Shamans must sometimes comb her hair to appease her and ensure abundance. And so Sedna rules like the sea creatures, and she's conjunct Uranus in Gemini, the 6 o'clock, which is like revelations, sudden, unexpected, out of time and space, aliens kind of thing. And it was funny because today in the morning I saw that they, for the first time ever, on a fishing competition in Costa Rica, they fished out of the ocean an orange albino shark. Like, it was a full-on orange shark with white eyes, and never been discovered before, which is fascinating. And now this mountain in Chile in the ocean that kind of came out of the ocean, and there's things on it as well. And so and also they did like there was like this thing that they went into a 9 kilometers into the Pacific Ocean dive, and they found new species they never knew before. And maybe, you know, we always look at the aliens concept to the stars and to space, but we also need to consider that there might very much be alien races of some kind also under the ocean. We haven't discovered the whole ocean, and so we also need to there will be discoveries that are coming from the ocean that will also change what we know, and so that's very interesting ingredients with Sedna there. But yeah, I went a bit into details, so I just will pause now to say, as always, love and gratitude to all the Patreon community. Thank you so much for your love and support, for being with me on this journey, and thanks to you I can do all this and everything else that I do for you on the Telegram chat rooms. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go to patreon.com/healingdelight. It's our online community since 2019. And this is where we share every day. I've shared much more with our community on our Telegram chat rooms. Every day I give them insights to my best ability on crypto, on astrology, on world events, whatever comes across. So if you're interested to be a part of a community and to join us and to support me, feel free to join us there. You can choose different tiers. You can just choose a community tier to be with us on community chat rooms and everything and support this love stream. Or you can choose the higher tier when you get the recordings of the new moon and the full moon sound healing meditation on every month. It comes to you as an MP3 and you can listen to it as many times as you want forever. So yeah, but if you don't want to join us, you can also purchase the recordings as a standalone product on the patreon.com/healingdelight. And other than that, sound healing meditations this week, Wednesday as always, our weekly group. We have like the Sun trine in Chiron, and Venus is starting to square Chiron. If you want to join us. And then on Saturday, we have the new moon in Virgo on 0 degree, and it's happening at around 4 o'clock p.m., the new moon exact time. So the sound healing meditation is on Saturday at 5 p.m., right on the new moon time, to plant new seeds, new intentions of how are we going to deal with the changes that are coming our way, and how we're dealing with stress. And you know, this practice of sound healing every week, you can come as many times as you want, but I definitely recommend you in the coming months. It's gonna get very stressful on the physical reality level of things, and it's very important to develop some kind of discipline of practice that can help you balance your well-being and regulate and kind of find your inner peace. And this is what I love people achieving. Sunday we had such a beautiful group of people, and they all left feeling so much better. So yeah, just don't stay there in your anxieties, in your stress, in your worries, in your discomfort. Bring yourself to sound healing meditation. It will really help you. So I highly recommend it, especially in the coming months. And if you need private healing sessions, if you need some deeper work, deeper healing, Virgo is the place of healing. The axis of Pisces and Virgo, healing, well-being. So come and see me. I would love to help you. And other than that, let's get into the juicy astrology. So yeah, the song I started with, by the way, those are the Appalachia sisters singing us about the medicine man and medicine woman. It's about the medicine of the earth, Mother Nature. That's Virgo. The fruits, the vegetables, the grains and the medicina, the plants, the flowers, the herbs, the homeopathy, the Chinese herbs, medicine. And it's a good time to kind of really tune into this Virgo season with intention of just like taking some actions for your well-being, because your well-being will need it. And pay attention to how many warnings I'm giving and how many kind of heads up I'm giving about that. There's going to be a lot that we will need to maintain and regulate. So from now, kind of like start tuning in. Now let's scan what's happening. So the highlight of this love stream is that as we are speaking, on your 4 o'clock, we've got the sun on the 26th degree and 39 minutes of Leo. The sun is in a beautiful trine to Chiron at your 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock. The sun is at 4 o'clock and Chiron is at 7 o'clock, and sun 26:39, Chiron 26:59. There will be exact trine at around 3:20 a.m. tonight, so we are in it. And this basically means that the sun in Leo is coming to the end degrees of Leo after an amazing Leo season. It's kind of like, let's just come into the heart, into self-love, and let's just kind of like be, allow ourselves to be who we are and embody our true authentic self, and really allow that to exist, and through that we will get that kind of healing experience that's like we can face it all, we can do it all. With Chiron retrograde, it's like it's a lot like How did we get injured? How did we get hurt? Insecurities, all these things of the past. And the sun is coming to Leo and say, let's get over this. It made us better. Yes, it was painful. Yes, it hurt us, but it made us better because now we know better. So you might have had like some kind of an interaction that might have had a sensation of wounding, but by owning your authentic self and by just staying centered in your heart, you managed that differently, you treated it differently, you behave with it differently, and that helped you kind of feeling a bit more healed on that level. That's what's happening right now. The moon, I'm kind of going, let's go to 12 o'clock and start scanning clockwise. So as you can see, 1 o'clock, we've got Juno, 19 degrees Scorpio. We've got Vesta, 19 degrees Scorpio, they conjunct. And now Black Moon Lilith is coming to join them. So we're going to have Black Moon Lilith, Vesta, Juno conjunction in Scorpio. Delicious, amazing, transformative, awesome. In what way? Scorpio is deeply transformative on a deep level of wanting to merge, to connect, to find power, to reclaim power, to reclaim your sexuality, to reclaim your money, to reclaim your any sense that give you that sense of power and control in your life, and also to be empowered. And Juno is the sacred goddess of marriage and sacred union, so it's your closest relationship, your closest contracts, your wife, husband, partner, your best friend, your sister, your brother, your mom, your dad, your business partner. Is those really close relationships that are going through some really good transformation. Vesta is the goddess of service. It's like our light frequency, our love frequency is kind of in service, how we come in service. So having Vesta and Juno together, it's a really beautiful combination of like, hey, you are in a relationship, if it's a boyfriend, girlfriend, if it's a marriage, if it's a business partnership, if it's a co-worker, if it's your family member, what about being in service of love for each other? Because isn't that why we are in a relationship from the beginning? So it's like, what's the point running a relationship where we just kind of like being triggered by each other, upset each other, annoy each other, frustrated by each other, by another, get angry at each other? Aren't we together so we can actually be in service of love and support and encouragement and empowerment, and lift each other up when we're falling down, and big each other up when we're feeling down, and give each other that confidence and the encouragement and the upliftment when the other feels down, and also to allow ourselves to receive it from the other when we are going through that. So it's really beautiful. It's kind of like allowing yourself to be seen in your fear or in your pain, which allows the partner or the friend to really be there for you, and there is more merging, there's more connection, that is really transformative for relationships. And Black Moon Lilith coming there, so it's kind of like she's bringing the guts, that kind of raw, it's like, yeah, let's just kind of like do what we want to do. Let's feel how we want to feel. Let's be raw. Let's be kind of really juicy and kind of like really embody it with no shame. If it's your love or your sexuality or in your money or whatever it is, right? Just a sec. So why is it awesome? Not only because they conjunct, which is kind of a seed planted, but initiation also, and in Scorpio transformation. They're also in a big water grand trine. You see the green triangle from your 1 o'clock. The triangle goes into your 5 o'clock, into the Cancer party. So Venus was in a trine, in a grand trine with them, and now the moon is right now in Cancer at your 5 o'clock. Moon is in Cancer. Over tonight, the moon by tomorrow morning, 7 degrees, 14 hours. We are looking at around 9:30, 10 a.m. We'll get there. Tomorrow morning, moon conjunct Jupiter in Cancer, and there is kind of real good emotional kind of embodiment, good emotional flow of love, of nurturing, of inner child kind of being loved and supported by who? By Juno, Vesta, Black Moon in Scorpio. Your family is there for you. Your friends are there for you. Your beloved is there for you. You are there for you. You are there for the others. And it's like it's beautiful actions of service, of love, of nurturing, of kindness, of caring, feeling like the outside world is a bit chaotic and a bit harsh, but inside of our home we can keep it like a cocoon of love. How can we create our homes to be cocoons of love and nurturing and safe and kind of securing ourselves and our beloveds through that thread of love from the outside influences, from the world that is so weird and reality and everything that is going on. And they both, this party in Scorpio and the party in Cancer, and by the way, then Jupiter in a few days will also come to the 19th degree of Cancer, and then Jupiter will also do that after the new moon. So there's a real beautiful process here of harmonizing, of beautiful medicine, of flow, of harmony, of connection between the Scorpio goddesses over there. Very feminine. All the feminine goddesses are taking action in Scorpio. It's like the beautiful woman coming to her man, and even if you are in a lesbian or gay relationship, just copy paste the same concept. But the beautiful woman, the feminine, is coming into Scorpio. She sees her husband or a partner stress, fear, in pain or something, and she comes to him, and instead of like saying to him, why are you like that? You come home, you're grumpy, why are you so stressed? I'm not having fun with you. No, we're not doing that, right? This is more like Cancer, the nurturing, the mother, the caring, coming. It's like, hey beloved, I can see you're a bit stressed. I can see you're a bit anxious. What do you need? How can I help you? What do you feel? What do you feel that you need? How can I help you with that? And if you can sense it without even asking and providing it, even amazing, because Scorpio is psychic. Your divine feminine goddess, even if you're a man, you have a divine feminine goddess, you sense what your beloved need. You feel it. You can sense when they're insecure. You can see when they're nervous. You can see when they're afraid or scared or anxious or worried. You can see that. So you come and you don't even have to say anything, right? Because it's an emotional axis. It's not a mental air. This is the emotional axis of loving care. So you come with your caring Cancer, the moon, and then Jupiter, after Venus did that already. You come with your moon in Cancer, and you merge with your beloved in Scorpio by a hug. Just putting a hand on their heart or putting a hand on their cheek and saying, I'm here for you and I love you. Say I love you as many times in the day as possible. I'm gonna preach a lot of love in this session. Preach. We are now getting into the nitty-gritty juicy part of this process that we've been through on a multi-year process. It is our duty, it is our North Node in Pisces, it is our spiritual duty to be in love vibration and to spread as much freaking love as we can in every given moment. It is now a real calling. I'm calling everyone possible to stand in love, to dive into love with feet on the ground, but to make every possible moment to be filled with love. To say I love you to yourself, to say I love you to your beloveds, to say I love you to the trees, to say I love you to the clouds, to the earth, to say I love you to your drink, to your water, to say I love you to your food, to say I love you to humanity, to say I love you to the future. We are in a mission, we have a mission. And it's like no matter how you call it, a light worker, spiritual warrior, a yogi, a faithful, devotee, whatever you want to call yourself, that's totally cool because everything is cool. We are all different and we all have different ways of connecting with source, with love, with spirit, and all ways are sacred. And so just do whatever sacred way is your way. If it's for you, it's dancing, go freaking dance. And as you dance, just blast this planet with love. If for you is singing, go and sing love. And love doesn't have to be love. It can be like a sound that you sing, that you send through that sound your love. And if it's like sending a message to a friend, I just want you to know I love you, you're awesome. Spread as much love as possible. Virgo, star sign of service. When there's a beautiful saying, when you're stressed, focus on service. There's a way of saying it. I forgot how it goes. It will come to me. But in Virgo, it's kind of like you can stress about it or you can be in service. A lot of times you can be in and I can say it from personal experience as someone who holds space for people for many, many years. It's now, if I include all the musical productions of all the sacred chantings and concerts I've done to raise vibration of people and to create healing communities, activities, I've been in Australia since the end of 2006, which relates to these eclipses. And why? Because the last eclipses we had in Virgo was in 2006. So we're closing that 19-year cycle now. And I came in October 2006 to Australia, and since then I've been in constant service to the community in Australia. As a musician, as a producer, performed pubs, gigs, festivals, everything from percussion to reggae to world music to drumming, anything I could do in order to elevate people and to raise the frequency. Then Healing the Light started, and the sound healing and all of that, and it's kind of like there were many times, and think like that, I'm doing weekly sound healing meditation since 2009. Weekly. It's like 16 years of every week sound healing meditation. Every week. I can count less than one hand of the times that it didn't happen, maybe because I was sick or because something big happened. But in all these 16 years, do you think that I was always amazing? No way. You think I was always in my top and I didn't have days that I went into holding space in a very stressed mode or very worried mode or very challenged mode or very painful mode? There were many of them. But I can also tell you that every time I was in service, in times that I was really struggling or challenged, people will come out of that journey, tell me that that was the most amazing journey they had with me. And I'll be like holding my head afterwards saying, how can that be? It's freaking phenomenal. Here I am having the shittiest day, and people tell me that it's the best journey that they had with me. And it always validated the same truth. There's like, if you're worried, if you're troubled, if you're stressed, be in service. Because it takes you out of your own complicated ego, your own disturbed ego, and you put yourself there in service for others, and it helps you. It elevates you. It relieves that kind of troubled ego from you. So that's a lot what Virgo is about. And that's a great way of dealing with worry, with concern. But I'm saying all this service because it's like that triangle, that beautiful water trine between that is ongoing for a long time. And then like Juno, Vesta, Black Moon, Lilith, Scorpio, trining Moon, then later Jupiter in Cancer, and they trine the North Node in Pisces. It's kind of like, hey, have faith. Be in service of spirit. Raise the vibration of love. Have love and compassion for yourself. It's very tough times on the planet. Have love and compassion for yourself. Don't fall too much into all the chaos that is happening, of all the suffering and all the wars and all the fears of the future and what's happening and what's going on and how we're going to get out of it and blah, blah, blah. It's all, I want you to see it as like multiple tests and challenges to test your ability to maintain your low vibration as a spiritual mastery. That's how you should look at this time on a soul level. It's kind of like, hey, so you've been calling yourself a light walker, so you've been calling yourself a spiritual person, a peaceful warrior, a being of love, a being of light, a Palladian or Lemurian or Atlantean or galactic or whatever, or shaman or healer or yogi or whatever you call yourself. That's your ego, and that's totally cool. But don't get too fixated to that ego, because that's Saturn and Neptune in Aries, and they saying like, man, we're changing that. What is really your soul? And what is an ego concept that needs to be shedded? And this new moon is touching base with that. Because from this new moon, Saturn goes back to Pisces to dissolve the old, to do the final karmic release. The final kind of like ending. That's no longer. It's expired. So Virgo is like, you bought yourself the new moon in Virgo. You bought yourself this fresh kefir yogurt, and you brought it into your fridge and you have the yogurt and you drink it one day. And then it's like, you come after a few days and you look at the yogurt, it's expired. That's it. Yogurt is off. You go like, oh, what, you're gonna drink the sour, smelly yogurt because you bought it? Or you're just gonna let it go and just say, okay, it is what it is. It's done. You know? So that's kind of a part of it too. I want to lift the music a bit. Bit of the music up. And I want to see the chat room. Where's the chat room? Jules, I can absolutely agree with that, Ami. I can go to work to see clients feeling tired or low in myself, and I find by the end of the day I'm invigorated and I have amazing sessions with clients. Beautiful, beautiful, Jules. Beautiful, loving it. Good on you. Keep it up. And Simone, you've been a beautiful light of all those years, even through your own challenges. Always so very grateful. You are always a very grateful being, Simone. One of the best grateful beings you are. It's part of your medicine, that you're always good in recognizing others and acknowledging and giving them love for that. So bless you. Thank you. So again, this grand trine to the North Node in Pisces. It's kind of like, you know, Spirit is guiding this. Spirit is fully on top of it. This is all spiritually guided. This is all for spiritual development, evolution. It's all guided by love. You have to have a lot of faith in this time. You have to trust that chaos is an agent of change. Chaos is a necessary stage in the process of transcendence, of birth, of transformation. Do not be afraid of the chaos. Have faith that Spirit is guiding the chaos in your personal life and in the world. And lean on your spirituality. Lean on your prayer. Lean on your oracle cards, on your crystals, on your meditation, on whatever connects you with Spirit, with faith, with creation, with Creator. So be it. Whatever it is for you. Just do it. Lean on that. And that's also the North Node in Pisces is coming to this trine with Juno, Vesta, Black Moon, Lilith, into the Moon, and later Jupiter in Cancer. And he's saying like, hey, can everyone please be in service of unconditional love and compassion to each other? Can we please bring the love into our relationships? Can we please remember that we're here to love each other? Nobody is perfect. No one will ever be perfect. Nothing will ever be perfect, and you must remember it in this Virgo season, because Virgo wants perfection. Virgos find it's very important for Virgo to be anal about the details and to be perfected and to perfect the plan, and that everything will go just as it wants, and that's what causes Virgo to be stressed and anxious when it's becoming too anal. And so the idea is to kind of like, yes, be practical, be grounded, have a plan, try to kind of be kind of really grounded into your physical reality needs and your body needs, sleep, drink, eat, exercise, walk, your routines. But don't get stressed if your yoga class get cancelled and you went for no reason. There was a reason why you went. Don't get stressed if the client suddenly cancelled on you. There is a reason for that. You might needed an extra time to be with yourself. Don't get stressed if the food that you cooked to your family, you take it out of the fridge and it falls on the ground and it goes to waste. Don't get stressed. It is what it is. Don't get stressed and worried if you had your day planned and you planned a beautiful day for your family to go here and here and there, but then everything just got messed up and a flat tire and this and delay and late and that got cancelled. Don't get stressed. Why shouldn't you get stressed? And this is what I'm gonna bring for a second. I'm gonna stop this beautiful song, which is Gaia song. I mean, I'm gonna bring the anthem of this Virgo season that I want everyone to remember, and it's a song by Michael Rose, Rastaman Michael Rose. And Michael Rose is saying to all of us something very simple. Are you ready? Listen.
I'm too blessed to be stressed, too anointed to be disappointed. I'm too blessed to be stressed, too anointed to be disappointed.
I am too blessed to be stressed, too enlightened to be disappointed. May this song and this kind of line be with you for the entire Virgo season, because there will be times that you will really like to stress. There will be valid reason for you to stress. And in those times you need to remember, no. You literally need to say to yourself, I am too blessed to be stressed. Remind yourself that you are too blessed to be stressed, even if you don't feel it. even if you don't think it. Just remind yourself. Let your soul remind your human side that you are too blessed to be stressed, that you need to trust that even the shit is from the divine. If there was a need of shit, why would the divine create shit? Personally, I don't understand why the divine created mosquitoes. Why do we need mosquitoes? I don't know. I don't get it. I think it's very annoying. It's one of the most annoying, ridiculous species that exist on the planet, mosquitoes. But they must have a divine purpose that I don't know. You know? So it's kind of like, hey, I need to trust the fact that I don't know what's the full purpose of mosquitoes. Am I going to get stressed over the fact that there are mosquitoes on the planet? No. I'm just gonna have flywire on my windows and doors. I'm just gonna have a mosquito spray or something in my garden if I need it, or if I'm going camping. You know, citronella. But we can't get stressed over the fact there's mosquitoes in life. So think about this Virgo season is like you can have mosquitoes, and they are annoying. You are in your tent, it's nighttime, you can hear the mosquito, you don't know where they are, you are all half asleep. You woke up because the mosquito actually bite you in your ear, and as it bit you in your ear, you can hear the zzzz, and you go like, where are you? And you kind of you put the flashlight on and you're looking for the mosquito and you can't find it and you're tired, you're exhausted. Are you gonna stress about the fact that you have a mosquito in your tent and you can't find it, or are you gonna go back to sleep? You go back to sleep and you just cover yourself so the mosquito will have less chance to bite you again. So maybe it's a good metaphor for this Virgo season. There's gonna be mosquitoes. Don't stress about them. Bloody mosquitoes, man. So let me just fix the music here. So this grand trine, water trine, is saying to us, let's come in devotion of love, of compassion. Let's be caring and nurturing to those people that we love and that love us. Let's connect again in service of love, of empowerment. Let's help each other. You know, let's be good to each other. That's what this beautiful grand trine is doing. And that's happening over tomorrow, as also as the sun trine Chiron. So there's like a healing, there's beautiful healing medicine happening right now. Sun in Leo, home. Moon in Cancer, home. And as the moon is home in Cancer, it's doing this big water trine. Let me take you to the exact time so you can see it in front of you, Virgo-like. Let's be specific. But Ami, show me, I don't see it. I was like, okay, don't stress, I'll show you. There you go, 3 o'clock, moon, 19 degrees Cancer. This is tomorrow, 2:48 p.m. But you can say from let's say from tomorrow between 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. it's a really emphasized water trine. That the moon, Cancer, is trining Juno, Vesta, Lilith in Scorpio, trining the North Node in Pisces. Awesome. As the sun is still coming off the trine to Chiron. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now let's move on. As you can see, but by the way, this beautiful water grand trine, as you can see, the green shape, it also creates a kite to the south node, because there's the big trine between Scorpio to Cancer to Pisces, and then the Cancer and the Scorpio party are sextiling the south node. So you can see from the south node that you're like 2 o'clock, you can see how there's the sextile line from 2 o'clock to 11 o'clock, sextile line from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, as 4 o'clock is going into 7 o'clock to do the kite. And the kite is the same thing like we spoke about with Mars kite. This is a beautiful harmonious kite of let's let go of the need for everything to be perfect and just trust spirit and flow and just help each other to find the love and be the love. This is like Sun at the end degrees of Leo after an amazing Leo season, saying like, if you haven't got yourself in your heart, in love vibration, in your courage, in your bravery throughout this Leo season, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. It's almost like you're addicted to be wounded, which will be shown to you when Venus will square Chiron. After this beautiful medicine of tomorrow, which sound healing meditation, really healing, really beautiful. That's going to be amazing for sound healing meditation on Wednesday, 7 p.m. The grand trine between Cancer to Scorpio to Pisces in a kite to the south node. Beautiful, amazing for healing, amazing. So very healing medicine, very healing remedy. And then this is Wednesday, and let's go now to Thursday. Oh, what's another cool thing to see is that once we get, I'm moving the hours until the moon comes into the 29 degree of moon is coming to the 29 degree of Cancer. I'm moving it to the location, will be easy to see. So at your 11 o'clock, this is Thursday morning, 8 a.m., 8:30 a.m. Moon in Cancer on the 29 degrees, and we can actually go further back because the sun is on 28. So there you go. What am I trying to show you? I'm trying to show you that from, where is it? Let's see. From Thursday early morning, this is when things starting to kind of show us, okay, we are shifting. So Thursday at 5:48 a.m. on your 9 o'clock, you see the moon is on 28 degree and 2 minutes of Cancer. It is starting the dark moon phase as the sun is at your 8 o'clock on the 28 degree and 2 minutes of Leo. So there's exact 30 degrees between them, and this is where the dark moon phase begin. The dark moon phase is the final 2.5 days of the lunar cycle. So we are ending the amazing Leo season that started with the awesome new moon in Leo that we had, that had great alignments back then. We are ending this awesome Leo season that is starting the dark moon phase on Thursday early morning, 5:48 a.m. Now remember, the new moon is on Saturday, 4 p.m. So we've got all Thursday, all Friday, and most of Saturday in a dark moon phase. And that's the time of deep reflection, deep contemplation. The cycle is coming to an end, but it's very interesting because it's happening when the sun is home in Leo, the moon is home in Cancer, and the dark moon phase begin. So it starts at the end 28 degree of Cancer, the end last 2 degrees of Cancer, okay? And I'm gonna take it a day forward. And at that time, the other thing to pay attention to is that Uranus here is going to be a big player of the new moon. And Uranus is on the 1st degree, 21 minutes of Gemini. And so it's getting really close to the tie, to the sextile to Neptune on the 1st degree, 37 of Aries, retrograding. This sextile will come at the end of August as the final kind of positive close of this month into the challenging September of Virgo season. And so back to the sun and the moon. Moon on 9 o'clock, sun on your 8 o'clock. Dark moon phase begins Thursday early morning, moving a day forward. Moon is now conjunct Mercury in Leo on your 9 o'clock. Sun is on 29 degree Leo. Okay? In the meantime, also in the background, pay attention to Venus at your 9 o'clock, 24 of Cancer, is starting to square Chiron 2656 Aries retrograde, which is closing on Aries as well. Just a sec. Simultaneously, Jupiter, 15 degrees, 58 minutes of Cancer, begins to trine Black Moon Lilith, 26-28 of Scorpio. So that's positive. Now Jupiter is starting to click into the magical, into this water trine, only starting. So, Moon is with Mercury in Leo, okay? And Mercury is still not out of shadow. So Mercury is still finalizing what he's been through his retrograde season in Leo. And only when it comes to the 14 degrees of Leo, he's going to step out of shadow. Another important detail, Jupiter is just entered shadow now, the first phase of shadow. So whatever has got to do with Jupiter in Cancer, that process, we are now entering shadow phase 1, because Jupiter will station retrograde on the 11/11, interesting time, and it will come all the way back to the 15 degree and 5 minutes of Cancer by March of 26, and it will station direct in March 26 after the Saturn Neptune conjunction on 0 degree Aries. And so that's interesting by itself, that until now Jupiter explored this Cancerian kind of concept of more feelings, more home, more emotional security, more emotions in general, more kind of sweet, nurturing connections. And whatever is happening with Jupiter in Cancer now, the expansion that it's doing for us and the high learning that it's doing for us, good luck and blessings in the archetypes of Cancer, the moon, our emotional body, our emotional functioning, our moods, how we feel, but it's also the mother and the inner child, so pregnancies and desires of pregnancies, children, mother and children dynamics, the inner child dynamics. So a lot of people who are doing a lot of inner child work, if it's through psychology, psychiatry, Jules, this is a good insight for you in that regards. There's like great learning and great wisdom that is gained now, because Jupiter really expands our understanding about the inner child, and things for you. If you had if you had issues that wounded you in your dynamic with your mother or the feminine figure in your life, your sisterhood, your girlfriends, this will be a big learning, a big understanding of that, of how it affected you, how it impacted you. Especially it now expands and it goes into a territory that it will come back into. So pay attention to anything that is coming as blessings and as expansion into your life on an emotional level of the moon, of the feelings, and things to do with the feminine. If it's a feminine, friends, partners, your relationship with your mother or your relationship with your inner child. Pay attention to any process that is bringing more wisdom and more blessings and more abundance in that regards, because we will revisit everything that is happening from this week. So just put a note for yourself down, because comes November 11, and on the 11/11 I will tell you, okay, Jupiter goes retrograde, and now we're going back to all the way back to the third week of August, where he started this shadow phase. So it's phase 1 now, which means that from now until November 11, there will be things that will happen that will guide us to expand our understanding and our ability to have love and emotional security and nurturing and connection and inner child, that will trigger a certain interest, a certain awareness, or things will just happen that will be like, oh wow, and then the retrograde will come to help us kind of understand it even more, revise it, readjust it. So you might suddenly entertain having a child. You might suddenly entertain getting pregnant with your partner for another child or for the first child, and or maybe you're doing IVF, or maybe you are doing something to do with children, and now suddenly maybe you have that intention. It's like, oh wow, I think I'm ready. Okay, let's go for it. Let's do it. And then when Jupiter, so here comes the intention, and then Jupiter retrograde is kind of like, okay, the pregnancy, how do we feel about it now? Oh wow, so now we are pregnant, so what are we doing about it? Okay, so we need to prepare, Then in March 26, with Saturn Neptune establishing the new dream in Aries, here comes the kind of like, oh wow, it's about to happen. In a few months or in 6 months, or you're going to be a mother, you're going to be a father. Oh wow, okay. It's amazing, a new dream, a new life. Just to give you an example. It could be a new project that your inner child really wants, something that kind of really touches your inner child. Maybe you decided to learn something about the inner child and mothering and nurturing and your connection to your mother or something like that, and which will be kind of touched. So that's insight about Jupiter that is started shadow this week. as Mercury is about to get out of shadow. So Moon is touching base with Mercury on your 9 o'clock in Leo. This is the chart of Friday early morning. The Moon is touching base with Mercury, bringing, there is kind of Sun is still in, so we're having a really long time of there was like a dark moon phase started with the Moon in Cancer, Sun in Leo. Now the dark moon continue for like 2 days with the Moon and the Sun in Leo. So there's a lot of processes here happening that we need to kind of like, we are sitting with a lot that is happening, and it's happening in our Sun aspect of our soul expression, our soul light, our consciousness, and it's happening on our feminine, on the Moon, the emotions, on the feelings, on the internal. And so we're having these 2.5 days leading to the new Moon in Virgo, which has like the Sun and the Moon going through a really long process together, because the new Moon is going to be on 0 Virgo. So the Sun and the Moon are traveling together through all of Leo. And this kind of a really kind of epic ending to the Leo season, where we can't ignore the fact that we know something, we have initiated something, we have embodied something, we have decided something, we are feeling something, we are aware of something, we are something is happening, and we are fully aware of it, and there's a lot of process happening in contemplation, in reflection, as we are preparing for the new Moon in Virgo. And then in the background, what supports that is the fact that Venus, now 25-24, Friday morning, Chiron 26-56. So this square between Venus and Chiron is now starting to build up. And the Sun is now 29 degree Leo, the critical end degree. It's kind of like, hey, if there is a time to roar like a lion and to big up yourself, is Sun on the 29 degree of Leo. If you haven't got it until now, then the monkeys will remind you that you are the Lion King, because you're not a monkey. Until now, you might have doubted that you are the lion, but then you walk through the jungle and suddenly you come and you come to the lake to drink water because it's a hot day, and suddenly you see the hippos and the rhinos and the giraffes and the monkeys and the alligators and the fish and the birds. Everyone's coming to drink water, and you look around you and go like, I'm not a hippo, I'm not a rhino, I'm not a crocodile, I'm not a bird, I'm not a snail, I'm not a snake, I'm not a bear, I'm not an elephant, I'm a lion. Oh my god, I'm a lion. Sun 29 degrees of Leo is like, you have to realize you're a lion. And the Moon there with Mercury is like, hell yeah. Mercury retrograde in Leo is all about like, hey, I needed to kind of really get my mindset around this and big up myself and really kind of be here for myself and tell myself that I'm a freaking lioness, and I can do this, and I'm brave enough, and I can open up my heart, and I can love, and I can be seen, and I can be heard, and I can allow myself to be seen in my authentic light and to be felt and heard and listened to in my authentic light, because through that I also saw who really loves me and who doesn't love me. Who is really connected to my heart level frequency and who is not. I really saw it, and I see it within me. What makes me be in love vibration and what doesn't make me be in love vibration? What makes me scared and afraid and what brings me into love? And so Mercury retrograde in Leo was helping us decipher that and redefine that, of how to find our lion, our courage, our kind of like, let's be in the heart again, let's be in love again. And the Moon comes on top of Mercury Friday early morning in a dark moon phase, as the Sun is on 29 degree Leo, saying like, absolutely, we got this, we can do this, we can do this, I'm not afraid of this, I'm stepping into this. Excuse me. Oops. So that's Friday, and then on Saturday morning, this is Saturday morning now we have the Moon. I'm gonna take it to the exact time. Okay. So this is Saturday 6:33 a.m., the morning of the new moon. We are still in a dark moon phase with the moon and the sun in Leo. This is since Thursday night, the sun and the moon are in Leo together. Long time. And so we come into this new moon and there's been a lot of embodiment, a lot of processes, a lot of activations. And what else is happening? The square between Venus on your 10 o'clock, Venus 26 degree 37 of Cancer, is squaring Chiron 2655 Aries. So we're having an anoretic ending, epic ending here for Leo season. There's been really amazing Leo season that really came to help us come into the heart and into love and to find our brave courage to be ourselves again and to overcome all our bullshit and to just step into our light and love. And sun is on 29:59, moon is on 25:11, dark moon phase, ending Leo season, and Venus is squaring Chiron. And Venus is in Cancer. She's very emotional. She's really she needs cuddles. She needs her inner child to feel that there's someone around her that loves her, that supports her, that holds space for her. And I'm saying her, but it's also for us men. It's just Venus is the feminine aspect of us. So that feminine part of us is in Cancer. It wants to really feel connection, nurturing. It's the baby wants to have the breast of his mother to suck milk on in order to feel that it's gonna be okay. Because the baby just came out of the womb. It's never experienced planet Earth before until he was born. It came out of spirit world. He was in a womb for 9 months. He was very comfortable there. In a cocoon, everything was provided. He didn't need to face anything, confront anything. He was just needed to grow. Now he was born. And he's in this physical world. And he's feeling his body. And he doesn't have food coming to him automatically. Liquids, fluids, oxygens. It's not provided automatically by the mother like it used to be when he was in a womb. And the baby suddenly feels different things like hungry, tired, exhausted, happy, sad, grumpy. Suddenly he has to poo in a physical reality instead of in the womb. He has to pee in a physical reality. He can hear sound. He can feel cold, heat. Is no longer regulated by the temperature of the womb of the mother. And so the child is being really challenged by the physical reality, and what brings comfort to the little Baba that was just being born is being held by the mother into the breast, into that milk and nourishment. Everything's gonna be okay. Mommy is holding me, daddy is holding me, mommy is feeding me, daddy is cleaning me, daddy's changing diaper, mommy's changing diaper, they're playing with me, they're giving me food, they're taking care of me, they're putting me to sleep. I'm still crying because I'm a baby. So I was like, ah! And mom and dad, they look exhausted already. They have like sacks under their eyes. They haven't slept straight for weeks. They're starting to really become fatigued, but they still take care of me. That's what Venus wants in Cancer. Now remember that Venus is coming into this square, into this place in Chiron from the beautiful trine with the Juno, Vesta and the North Node. So she planted these seeds of harmony and bonding and connection and love and nurturing and devotion and sacredness and all that. And suddenly now she's coming to visit some wounding. Chiron in Aries. At the end of Leo season, in a dark moon phase, Mercury is still not out of shadow. And it goes like, wait a second. Yes, I'm feeling like I want to, I feel it, but I'm also like, is it safe for me? I'm feeling a bit insecure about it. I'm feeling a lot. And now square to Chiron, it's like, can they really hold space for me? Can they really care for me? Are they really embodying what they pretend to be? Are they really loving? Is it really safe for me? Or because they said that, and my wounded mind is now interpreting it, that's what I know, that when people treat you like that, it's like my trauma, it's like my pain. So the trauma lens kick in and the wound kicks in, and you doubt if you are really loved or if you're really this. And that's what I said. that if you haven't got your Leo embodied by this moment, after such an amazing Leo season, then Venus will square Chiron on Saturday morning, only to remind you that you are freaking addicted to your own wounding. You're addicted to be a victim. You're too scared to own your own beautiful love. You're too scared to be a lion. Still addicted to be a scaredy cat. And bless you if you do. It's not to put you down. It's to kick your ass. It's to wake you up. It's to say, this Leo season has come to kick our beautiful hearts into love vibration. And I feel it. It was an amazing Leo season. And if you don't feel it, you missed out on recognizing that it is in your life. You just don't want to see it, or you don't want to acknowledge it, or you rejected it, or you're doing something to yourself that in order to think that you don't have it. And Venus square Chiron will be like, yes, like, hey. So pay attention, because right now the sun is trining Chiron as I speak to you. Today, tonight, tomorrow morning, sun trines Chiron. The soul is actually going through a certain beautiful healing balm. Beautiful alignments, currently beautiful alignments. It's when we come to the weekend that there's suddenly a shift starting. Because we go into a dark moon phase. Things kind of like, what is a dark moon phase? You can't see the moon in the night sky. And so we're going into the shadows to strip the lunar cycle. It's like you can see like the period time of the woman. She is shedding the old cycle. So she needs more to go inwards, just to be in her cocoon. She needs more to kind of like reserve her energy. Be less out there and more in here. She needs more rest. Every woman is different. Their needs are different. But in general, it's like the dark moon phase is our period time when we kind of, we really shed the cycle. And so whatever happens there with Venus square Chiron on Saturday morning, there might be some friction, square, challenge around you wanting to feel safe, secure, emotionally nurtured, connected, Venus in Cancer, but there's something in you that is a bit wounded. Don't go there. Don't do that. Don't entertain that victim wounded. Take it as like it's coming for you to heal, not to follow the wounded. With the end of Leo season, Sun 29:59, Moon 25:11. End of Leo season. The final minute. A minute after, I move it to a minute after. Bam. Saturday, 6:34 a.m. Welcome to Virgo season. So we are ending Leo season and we are entering Virgo season with Venus square Chiron. Yay. Great, really auspicious indication. And it's like, wow, are you gonna do Venus in Cancer? Finding your nurturing home within, finding your nurturing connections, knowing that you are loved, you will be cared for, everything's gonna be okay, you're gonna get through this. And you're gonna through that heal that kind of old wounding surfing up. There's nothing wrong in feeling the wound. I'm not saying that, right? Nothing wrong in doing a process around why you're feeling wounded. Why is this triggering? It's actually what's needed. You need to realize, you need to understand. So there's nothing wrong in doing that process of like, wow, this thing just happened and it kind of triggered my wounding. I can feel a bit of insecurity, I can feel a bit of anxiety, a bit of kind of like old pain suddenly came up through this. Why? Why do I have that? And what do I need in order to feel better? What does my Venus in Cancer need in order to feel nurtured and loved when she's facing something painful? Beautiful way to look at it. Okay. The baby fell down, the child fell down, got hit in the leg. He's crying. Okay. Oh, boo-boo, you fell down? Oh, you got hit. We're acknowledging the hit. We're acknowledging the hurt. We're not denying it. Oh, it's painful. I can see it's painful. But guess what? You're gonna be okay. Come, we'll put some ice on it. Come, I'll give you some tea, I'll give you a cookie. You want a cookie or you want a fruit, maybe banana? We are offering the nurturing gifts in order to let that child regulate and come back to the place of it's okay. You fell, it's a bit painful, but it's gonna pass, you're gonna be okay, don't worry, nothing really happened, just a little bump. Come, let's have a banana. I can even give you banana with chocolate syrup. Banana with chocolate syrup? Oh my god, I love banana with chocolate syrup. Suddenly the child stopped crying, he's like, banana with chocolate syrup, yeah. So please do that to yourself. Or to your beloveds. If you see your beloved, kind of like, remember, it's all coming from that service trine, right? At that time, Jupiter is also trining Black Moon Lilith. Who's really got the guts to be raw there with you when you hurt, when you cry, when you feel pain? Black Moon Lilith in Scorpio. Who is really there to hold your hand when you're facing a shadow? Jupiter trine Black Moon Lilith. As Venus square Chiron. Identify those connections. Those are the precious gems in your life. Those people that will allow you to break down to pieces in their arms, and you know that you are safe in their presence, and they will hold you together and help you put yourself back together. That's Jupiter trine Black Moon Lilith in Scorpio. That there will be a blessing and an expansion of a connection by stepping in and being there for each other in service of love. Okay? And also you doing that for yourself. And now, we are still in a dark moon phase. And the sun enters Virgo season. Happy birthday to all the Virgos in the house. We love Virgos. Virgos are amazing, you know, they can come and clean your house and tidy it and fix your clothes, everything folded perfectly neat, every shirt, every pants, everything is ironed, everything is hanged, everything is color coded, you know, all the boxes have labels on them, rice, pasta, grains, you know, you come to a Virgo community kitchen and you've got, oh my god, herbs, parsley, coriander, organic vegetables. This is from the garden today. So yeah, we should use these sweet potatoes because they're already here for 2 days. They're gonna go off tomorrow. So let's do a sweet potato soup today. Very organized. The accountants, the dentist, going into the detail of your teeth to clean them. The accountant that looks into all your little numbers to sum her up to make sure that your tax return will be done in the best way possible. You managing your budget and making sure that if you have $50, you know to use just $50 exactly as in your best benefit. You know, instead of buying that expensive chocolate, you know that you rather buy the papaya and the watermelon because that's more nutrition, more beneficial, and it will give you better health. Virgo, practical, analytical, grounded, embodied. Virgo is a mutable earth. So it's like we have the earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay? So Taurus is fixed earth, Virgo is mutable earth. So Virgo is where Taurus is rigid and structured, and Virgo is saying, no, let's adjust that routine, let's change that habit. Let's bring a bit more well-being into our diet. I mean, you can, okay, I get it. You love chicken. Okay. But maybe instead of everyday chicken, we'll have 4 times chicken a week. Okay, I know that you love chicken. I know that you like meat. But let's make sure that you have also green veggies on this day. And let's make sure that you have veggies with your meat and chicken every day as well. That you don't just eat chicken and meat, you also eat veggies. Well, lots of activity on the chat room. I'll be welcoming a new granddaughter in November. Amazing. Exactly that, Simon. Exactly that. And brother Ben. Hello, beautiful brother. And yeah, Simon is a Virgo, so she loves these comments. And, you know, also the nurses, the doctors, Virgo, you know, healthcare. Anyone that's doing healthcare. You know, the aides, the NDIS, all the social workers, all the gardeners, landscapers. That's Virgo, taking care of the earth, right? The gardeners that grow the veggies, the farmers grow the veggies, they grow the vegetables, they know exactly what the trees need, what the plants need, when to harvest, when to plant, when to mulch, when to give it the shit, the manure, when to give it the soil, when to do that. It's kind of like Virgo is like, hey, we're coming into spring. That's Virgo as well. Jules as well, Virgo. And Ben as well, Virgo. Happy birthday, Simone, Jules, Ben. Awesome, loving you guys. You see, I'm loving Virgos. My brother, I have a brother who's a Virgo. Which is funny enough. He's like, what? Oh, okay. My youngest brother is a Virgo, and his job is literally to provide the medical cannabis to all the people that need the license and the things he's supplying them. He's got his shop, and it's like classic. That's exactly that. So therapist, the Chinese medicine is Virgo. Herbs, Virgo. Homeopathy, essential oils, Virgo. Crystals, earth, minerals, Virgo. Water, food, Virgo. Yoga, detox, declutter, garage sale. Garage sale. Why are you having all those things in your garage if you can sell them for money that can help you pay the bills? You need a bit more money. You have all these things at home that you never use, you don't even look at, you don't really need. Come on, let's get rid of them. Sell them for $20, $50. Just get them out of your life. Make some money and go and buy yourself some food, buy yourself something that you need, pay the bill or something like that. Okay, you're behind your taxes. Let's get going. Let's put the taxes together. Let's kind of get grounded and practical into our life. Let's fix the house. Why do you have all these clothes in your cupboard? I'm talking for me as well. I have all these clothes in my cupboard. I don't even wear them. There's like so many clothes in my cupboard I don't wear for many years. And that's what I'm intending for this Virgo season. I'm doing a massive cleanup. I'm just going like, enough. Just out. Out with the old energy. Just give away all those kind of like old clothes, old things from your old life that you don't want to take with you into your new future. Just get rid, sell. Garage sale, spring sale, let's go. Clean your garden, weed, all the weeds, take it all out. Clean your garden for a beautiful spring coming. If you have, trees, blossom, flowers in your garden, this is a good time to now go to the supplier and get some mulch and get some chicken poo and just kind of spread a nice kind of mulch the garden with some chicken poo. Give the soil all the nutritions for the spring that is coming into blossom. And this is September coming, Virgo season, which are the positive things, but I'm gonna talk now about the other things as well. And we are still in a dark moon phase, and the exact time of the new moon. So we started the dark moon phase with the moon on 28 degree Cancer, Sun 28 degree Leo. We then continued for moon and sun in Leo, dark moon phase. And now we continue into sun and Virgo, and the moon is joining, and this is Saturday afternoon, 3:30 p.m. The moon and the sun in Virgo in a dark moon phase. So we have a dark moon phase that is going over 3 star signs. Cancer, Leo, Virgo. Dark moon phase over 3 star signs. There's a lot of contemplation here. From the emotional, security Cancer, to the Leo season that is concluded by now, and it's kind of like the courage, the heart, the love. Into Virgo is kind of like, okay, so what do we need to let go of? What do we need to declutter, to detox? What do we need to get rid of? How do we get grounded? How do we get practical about this? What's the practical plan? In Cancer, we realize, and remember we had also in Leo, this was a powerful Leo season after Mars did his retrograde in Leo, and Mercury did his retrograde in Leo. So this was a very significant Leo season. Had a lot in it. And then Mars did all that special kite. Amazing. Mars went through a lot of activation. And now, by the way, this time of the new moon, let's go. I just wanted to show you that the dark moon phase goes on 3 different star signs. Okay? It could feel like a lot being processed, a lot is being experienced. And then we come into the new moon in Virgo, which is exactly at 4:05 p.m. on Saturday, the 23rd of August, at your 3 p.m. We've got the sun and the moon on 0 degree, 22 minutes of Virgo. Not only we are starting the Virgo season with a new moon on the 0 degree as we start Virgo season. It's the fact that it's on the 0 degree is by itself very significant. Okay? Now, something very cool to know about this. From this new moon in Virgo, we are going into eclipse season. 2 weeks after this Saturday, we will have a full moon eclipse in Pisces, while the sun is in Virgo with the south node. And a month from now, we will have a second new moon in Virgo on the 29th degree. So that also by itself is significant. It shows there's something very significant happening here in Virgo after a very powerful Leo season. And the first new moon will be on the 0 degree, and the second new moon will be on the 29th degree with an eclipse. Then in the middle of these two new moons in Virgo, we have a full moon eclipse in Pisces with the sun in Virgo. So all of you Virgos, happy birthday, but get ready for a wild ride. And everyone who's having planets in Virgo, get ready for a wild ride. And everyone who got nothing to do with Virgo, get ready for a wild ride. And the most important thing as you go through this Virgo season, right? The most important thing that I want you to remember is
I'm too blessed to be stressed. Too anointed to be disappointed.
too blessed to be stressed. Just remember that. May I recommend everyone to have this line in your mantra, in your intention for this new moon in Virgo. To remember that you are too blessed to be stressed. Too enlightened to be disappointed. Because it will be needed. Great, Ami. Thanks. It's not all bad. It's not all bad. There's some goodies too. Leading to this new moon, on a dark moon phase, Venus square Chiron. So I'm gonna go a bit back because that already passed. Just wanna give you that sign of when that happened exactly. And Venus conjunct 5. Venus squared Chiron. What just happened? Yeah, thanks. Venus square, so many, you see? It's like this love stream is a classic embodiment of what's coming for us in Virgo season. There's just gonna be all kind of weird things happening. Are you gonna stress? We're just gonna do whatever you can to fix it. Too blessed to be stressed, mate. So Venus square Chiron is happening exactly at, drum roll please, come on, take your time, mate. Take your time, mate. Oh, far out, it's on the seconds, that's why. Here I am moving seconds instead of minutes. You see, Virgo, pay attention to the detail, Ami. Okay, so at 12:21 p.m. on Saturday, 3 hours and 40, like let's say almost 4 hours before the new moon, dark moon phase, closing the cycle, Venus square Chiron. Something happens. Something that could be felt like or experienced like a bit of the wounded self. Where? In Venus. Relationships, the same thing that just been harmonized so much over this Leo season. A lot of good things happen, and suddenly something happened that brings up the wound in relationship. Where Cancer? With the mother, with the inner child, with your nurturing connections, with your sense of emotional security, and it's building up from Friday. So it's not just that, but that's the exact time, 4 hours before the new moon, on a dark moon phase. Venus square Chiron. Something happens there. Are you gonna stress about it? That's what this new moon in Virgo is saying. As we come into this Virgo season, things are going to happen that are not gonna be the most comfortable. Are you going to stress about it? The answer is no. And even if I will do my best to regulate myself and to de-stress and to get back into my love vibration, because stressing about it is not going to help me find a solution. So this is what's happening with the moon at the end of Leo, the exact square of Venus to Chiron. Okay? Now let's go back to 4:04 p.m. on Saturday, which is where the new moon is happening, and the sound healing meditation for the new moon is 1 hour later at 5 o'clock. So join us if you need to de-stress and remember your mantra. I'm here to remind you your mantra. New moon in Virgo at your 3 o'clock. Sun and moon on 0 degree Virgo, 22 minutes. What do the sun and the moon do? Not the greatest fun. They quincunx Pluto in Aquarius on 1 degree 56. They quincunx Saturn on 0 degrees 35 minutes of Aries. Saturn is at your 7 o'clock. Pluto is at your 9 o'clock. And you can see between Pluto and Saturn, there is the sextile. So remember what I said to you all over the last few months. Throughout everything that is happening, ongoing changes, there is the long-term sustained magical triangle that is watching and governing everything. Pluto in Aquarius, Uranus in Gemini, trine, both of them sextile Saturn and Neptune in Aries. There is that beautiful triangle there that is there for 3 years, governing the entire process. So that's just to keep on reminding us that all of this is guided by spirit. Saturn, Neptune in Aries, it's all guided by spirit. There is a construction of a new dream, of a new karma, of a new self. Spirit is guiding this. The soul is taking over to recreate a new structure of ego. But the old ego is still kind of sticky there. So now Saturn and Neptune retrograding back into Pisces to dissolve the stickiness, the unconscious, the subconscious residues, to refine and kind of like finalize the karmic closure, the ending. Saturn will retrograde all the way back to the 25th degree Pisces. And 2 weeks after this new moon, a bit less than 2 weeks, 10 days after this new moon, just before the eclipse, Saturn goes back into Pisces. And a few days, by the 6th of October, Uranus station retrograde. So it's a Virgo season with eclipses, with Saturn back to Pisces, with Uranus going retrograding, starting to go back towards Taurus. So it's a bit kind of like, oh no, again. Yes, again. Why? Because we have to get this shit right. Because the near future cannot be like the past. As simple as that. So you have to trust and have faith that whatever it is in your life that you're facing, and whatever the world is going to go through, and the world is going to go through a lot, is truly for a better future that we don't fully understand yet or know yet, but we have to have faith about it. That the chaos and the disruptions somehow serves the birthing of the new future. So, what is happening on this new moon? This quincunx between the sun and the moon to Pluto, and the quincunx between the sun and the moon to Saturn, and the sextile between Saturn and Pluto. And that creates a yod. That's what's called a yod. 2 quincunxes and a sextile creates the yod, the finger of God. And the yod is going from this new moon in Virgo into this kind of like Saturn in Aries and Pluto in Aquarius, which operating together. So Pluto is creating this revolutionary, transformative change for this new future. Community, social services, technology, AI, robotics, the internet, and the world. Like, the world is going through a big transformation. Space, time, aliens, technology, all this Aquarius stuff is like Pluto is just giving there a lot of rebirthing processes that are happening there on the collective global thing. But on a personal level, it's kind of like Pluto is helping us evolve and transform by establishing new connections with new frequencies, new vibration, embodying new vibration, working with new vibration, new frequencies, connecting with new kind of people, different people, but also learning how to reclaim our power by knowing where to detach. Aquarius is very good in detachment. Aquarius just goes like, it doesn't matter to me, it's like, yes, my friend is weird, but it doesn't bother me. I just love them for being weird. That's Aquarius. They kind of, Aquarian people, they love all kind of different people. And like the weirder the people, the more interested they are and the more fun they find it, because it's quirky and it's out of the box and it's fun. And they're themselves kind of like, very kind of like amazing in their own quirkiness. I know a few Aquarians in my head and I'm smiling as I'm saying it, because they're awesome people. They're different, awesome people. And I love them for being that. Revolutionaries, mavericks, geniuses, kind of like breaking the norm, breaking the routine. Aquarius ruled by Uranus. And so Pluto in Aquarius is kind of birthing us into a new world and teaching us how to reclaim our power by not allowing the external world to affect us as much, not allowing other people to affect us as much, how to detach from what's going on in the world, how to detach from how the future unfolds and where the future go, how to still remain detached, that we're not afraid of it, not to be afraid of the future, not to be afraid of the technology, of the evolution of the planet. I wanted to say something. I speak to people sometimes about this matter, and it seems like people think that I'm kind of a big fan and a big kind of believer of AI and robotics and all this. And I must clarify something. I'm a Taurus. I love Mother Nature. I love natural. I love all this earth, yeah? But as someone who's doing astrology and futuristic in my point of view, what I'm saying to you about AI and robotics and technology is because it's in the charts. It's where the world is going. It's not about me fanning it or promoting it and enthusiastic about it. No, I'm just embracing it because I see it's like that's where it's going. It's like, what's the point rejecting it? It's more like, okay, let's embrace how much is right for us and work with it so we can move to the new future with skills and with tools and with ability. Because what is this new moon is going to experience, I will tell you in a moment. But this Yod, I started with the Yod. Pluto in Aquarius, sextile, Saturn in Aries. The karmic structure, identity, responsibility of the self. Changing. And the sextile is kind of Pluto is helping Saturn. Saturn is helping Pluto. You kind of like detach from this old ego. So, okay, so you were that for 10 years, 20 years. But you're now becoming something new. So detach from that. Don't be so anal about your ego, who you used to be until now. And Chiron in Aries is like, oh, I worked so hard to be this thing and now it's all kind of ending or closing. It's like, don't get wounded. It's like, it was good, you did that, amazing. Now remember, North Node in Pisces, remember with Neptune in Aries, you are not that person you think you are. You are a soul that has created the person that you are. So don't get too attached to that person that you are, because your soul is guiding the show to become something new. So let yourself be free from your old ego self, so you could avoid fears, anxiety, stress, worry, pain, wounded, and tap into this awesomeness of like, whatever may come my way may come, let's see. I mean, anyway, everything that I used to be is kind of like different now. So let's just see where we go with this. So that's the sextile between Saturn and Pluto. It's kind of like, don't worry about the future and who you used to be and your karma, and you're so busy with your dharma and your karma and all this. Is like, don't worry about it. It's something positive is happening here for your future. So, just trust it. It's something really happening here. Something good is happening. That's the sextile between them, okay? And then I'm just putting some a nice chant for us in the background. That sextile is quincunx to the new moon. Quincunx is annoyance. Something doesn't align. It doesn't fully fit. What doesn't it fit? The 0 degree Virgo. Anal to the max. Perfection to the max. Routine, structure. This is my diet. Why do you mean I can't eat onion anymore? When I was 36, suddenly I discovered reaction to onion. I used to eat onion every day. I loved onion. Barbecue onion, oven onion, fresh onion, salad onion, raw onion. Suddenly 36, I couldn't eat onion anymore. What I was like, oh, what a bummer. But I don't eat onion. And if sometimes I eat it, it's like, I was like, oh, moment of comfort brings me days of discomfort. And so Virgo is kind of like, okay, so what? That was your diet. So what? That's what you used to eat until now. Now the doctor tells you have high cholesterol, you can't eat red meat for a while. Ah, okay. Don't get kind of like this, but don't get annoyed, don't get fixed, don't get anal, don't get stressed over these things. Something doesn't work in the same way. The quincunx, annoyance. Who you are is changing, Saturn in Aries. You're not the same person you used to be. You're going through identity changes, through karmic changes, guided by Neptune, the soul, divine. North Node in Pisces, soul, divine. Pluto in Aquarius is kind of like really changing the world into this new futuristic kind of thing. And it doesn't really it doesn't fit to the Virgo 0 degree of like, but this is how the world's supposed to be. What do you mean there is no more post-delivery man? What do you mean from now on a drone will drop the package to your house and there will be no more delivery? What do you mean we don't need Uber drivers anymore? Because now we're gonna have robo-taxis, automated cars, we don't need Uber drivers. So what will the Uber drivers do? What do you mean we don't need doctors? Because now the AI giving analysis that is like even the doctors can't find it hard to catch up with. There's been a few social media movies lately about doctors saying that they're receiving patients that coming to them with this full-blown knowledge on their AI application that even the doctor don't know. So it's like, people go like, so why should I come to you if the AI tells me everything and you don't even know what the AI is saying? For example. You know, I saw a few weeks ago a robot that is doing a full body massage, like full automated robot doing full body massage. What do you mean we don't need people to work in the supermarket anymore because it's all automated? What do you mean we don't need? You see, it's kind of like, what? But reality doesn't fit that future. What that Pluto in Aquarius, sextile, these constructive development that are happening in this new future Earth, it doesn't fit how we live our life. 0 degree Virgo, so that can cause stress. And to top that up, Sun and Moon 0022 of Virgo are doing a square to Uranus on the 1st degree, 22 minutes of Gemini. So they are playing with this magical triangle. Quincunx Pluto, annoyance. The future doesn't quite fit with the routine of the life we know. Quincunx to Saturn Neptune. This new self, new future, new karma, new dream doesn't really fit with what's happening in our physical reality, routine, practical, discipline, well-being. What do you mean you can't eat burgers anymore because you have high cholesterol? You can't get your massage every week because you need to save money. What? But I get massage every week for years. That's my well-being thing. It's like, well, at the moment you need to save money, so you get massage once a month. Oh, that stresses me out. Okay. Go take a shower. Do a bath instead. You can buy a bag of magnesium salt and do a bath once a week with magnesium salt. Hey, but it's not the same. It's like, yeah, it's not the same, but it's something new. Try. You're going to get annoyed that it's not the same. You're going to work with what's new. But then, also on top of the quincunx sense to this magical triangle, come the square to Uranus. Conjunct Sedna. Sudden, unexpected. Information. Headlines, social media, social movements, rebellion. That is kind of like in a friction with physical reality. So this Mars in a kite was happening as we had the Alaska talks between Trump and Putin. Since then, there's been, Trump met Zelensky. So there's this peace talks. Final attempt to pivot from World War III into peaceful negotiation. people had enough. Massive protests in Israel. People want peace. People want this to finish. People are fed up with war. Uranus, people, revolutionary, protests, Gemini, social media, internet, voices, opinions, friction with the new moon in Virgo. We don't care that you have a plan, that you want to have this and this and that and that. You know, the people will say, we want peace. We had enough of your war because you're so fixated that the borderline between your two countries should go like that and like that and like that and like that and like that because the history says that that and that and that and that and that. That's Virgo. Well, based on history, this territory belongs to us and the line between us should go like that, and only if that will happen, we will have peace. And the people go like, enough with your bullshit. Enough with your crap. We had enough of wars. We want peace. For example, that could happen. But also in the negotiations, they could be too anal about the details, which will cause like an abrupt kind of shocking traumatic kind of like it's all blowing up. It's all blowing up. We were going somewhere good and suddenly this blows up and suddenly blah blah blah. This could mean crypto, you know. We thought we're gonna go up and we started to go up and then there was a dump and then Bitcoin went and broke another new all-time high and now Bitcoin is correcting and you know, there's been a growing information indicating on altcoin season, which is starting to buzz in the current crypto holders, but also searches on Google went higher. But then suddenly we had this dump of all this week, and suddenly the altcoin season is kind of like everyone forgot about it, and it's kind of bama. But we don't know what's going to happen. I can't tell you for sure, because it's very mutable energy. I personally expect it, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen because I expect it. The new moon in Virgo. But what do you mean? The chart. New moon in Virgo. Chart analysis. The chart is saying that we should go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This should happen. This should happen. I'm going to plan my trade according to that. And suddenly something happened. There is a dump. There is a market crash. There is a blackout. There is an internet going off. There is a massive cybersecurity hack. There is exchanges suddenly being hacked, and suddenly unexpected dump because an exchange got hacked. Maybe the whole internet goes off, and in the time that the internet goes off, maybe Bitcoin flies to the moon and we can't even do anything about it because the internet is off. Maybe the Bitcoin crashes and we can't do anything about it because the internet is off. Maybe the mobile network is suddenly collapsing. It's like, hey, how do you navigate if mobile network is down? Do you have mailways in your car? You better do. You forgot about mailways. We don't need mailways, man. We've got anything here. Look, Siri, Grok, ChatGPT, Google Map, Apple Map, whatever you want. Why do I need this book with all these maps? You better have mailways. Mailways book in your car. And you better remember how to navigate where you need to navigate. Because Uranus squared this new moon. Sudden, unexpected. We need to be ready with Pluto in Aquarius, Uranus in Gemini, Pluto Aquarius electricity, like big power outages are potential. Uranus in Gemini, internet, networks, if it's transportation, telecommunication, internet. Uranus rules the sky. There is the sky god. The aliens out of space, space weather, space activity. We could have some space interruptions. Starlink of Elon Musk, the first time I've heard about it, had a massive blackout today or yesterday. So, you know, this meteorite. There was a big meteorite, a 50-meter wide meteorite that just passed close to the Earth over the last 2 days. And suddenly the Starlink satellites were down. Is that related? What happened if space debris hit a main communication satellite? What happens if some space weather, solar flare, something happened that drops our electricity grid or internet grid or mobile grid? What do? Have a plan. Have a book of map in your car. you know, or you can download from Google Map offline maps into your phone. But what if the phone doesn't work? What if there's no electricity? Do you have a mobile charger? Where is it? I have one here. Do you have a mobile charger? Have one. Have two. Make sure they're charged. Do you have some flashlight at home? Make sure you do. Why not? You have candles. Do you have some extra food, extra water in case there is a blackout? I lived through the blackout of New York City in 2003. It was chaos. Everything everything stopped. Trains, trams, road traffic lights, ambulances, police. There was nothing. No police to help you, no ambulances, no trains, no trams. People got stuck in elevators in penthouses in the high rises of Manhattan. I had to come back I had to walk through all of Harlem and Spanish Harlem to get to my apartment, which was scary as fuck. You know what it is? As for this young, I was 22, 23. The train didn't walk. I had to walk home through all of Harlem as a white boy from Israel walking in Harlem. I put my cap hat on, my head down, and I walked through all of Harlem, and I said to myself, Ami, no matter what happened, you do not look up, you do not left, you do not look left, you do not look right. No matter what happens, you just walk. You are invisible. And as I walk, I see the gangs and shop owners are standing in the front of the shop so people won't come and steal anything, because there is no stealing detectors walking, there's no cash registers, so no one can sell you anything unless you have cash or silver coin. There's no internet banking, there's no credit cards, there's no debit cards, there's no ambulance, there's no traffic light. Everything just freezes, everything goes into chaos mode because the grid just crashed, and I lived through it in Manhattan. And you know what helped me? You know what saved me? That the milk bar Sudanese owner, I had a good relationship with him. I treated him with love and respect, and he loved me. And when that happened, I told my roommates, you stay here, nobody leaves, only I'm going. And I went down from the apartment in Spanish Harlem, and I walked to the milk bar, and I was the only one that he let into the shop, and a line of people is standing outside. The relationship that I've built with him have made him allow me to be the only one that he let into his shop in blackout, because he knew he could trust me and he wanted to help me. So I got the ingredients that we needed for me and my friends, and I've paid him, and I left the shop, and the line of people is outside. And so that's why Jupiter and Venus in Cancer is saying, like, just have your connections, have your networks. You know, you don't need to be afraid. Don't let Pluto and Aquarius be afraid of this information. What do you mean? I mean, that sounds scary. It's like, don't be afraid. Make sure you have your network of support, your neighbor, your friend, and make sure that you have your own support. You have your flashlight, you have your generator, you have your mobile charger, you have some cash at home for emergency, you have some food and water at home for emergency, you have some batteries, you have the flashlight, you have some toilet paper, you have some cleaning ingredients, you have some medications that you need. Not from a place of fear, from a place that's like, rely on yourself, you're gonna be okay. And even if not, have faith that because you're a good person, and there will be people that will help you. Like, people come together in those times as well, so don't be afraid. I'm just saying, it's a high potential. And also we have Virgo. As I said, it's kind of like mutant Earth, mutable Earth sign, square Uranus, sudden shocks, volcanoes, Pluto volcanoes, Uranus earthquakes, and severe weather storm. Virgo Earth, tectonic layers. Could we have something here that might be some earthquakes that could be very shocking because the tectonic layers are moving? Maybe that will cause some disturbances, disruptions in the system, in the way we operate and live. Might be involved with the volcano of Pluto, which will then create a new form, a new structure, Aries, Saturn. But that's supportive of the new future. So, but we need to be ready. We need to be ready. We expect Stock markets, crypto, trade, Gemini, Uranus. We expected to go, altcoin season, profits, making money. What if suddenly there's a big crash? Are you prepared for that? Are you gonna stress over it? Just don't be too euphoric about anything. What if suddenly altcoin does kick in? And suddenly we do have this volatile thing that suddenly we have a massive needle that goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8x in like a matter of a few days, and then boom, crash down. Are you gonna take profits? Are you gonna think that it's gonna go? No, so just be grounded and disciplined and kind of like be mutable. Don't be too fixed on your trade, on your plan of trades, and be very kind of safety first. Like take calculated risks. Don't stretch your risk in trade and investment. Only invest what you can afford losing. That's a general kind of rule of thumb. You know, don't put all your life saving on it if you need to pay bills and stuff and you don't know what the market is going to do. You want to have an opportunity, you want to have some money in crypto to invest. Cool, invest with a long-term mindset, invest. But in the short term, there might be disturbances, there might be disruptions. We don't know what's going to happen. We need to make sure that whatever happens, we are not going to get stressed. That's our main goal. Leo season was about we need to be love. We need to be love vibration. We need to be in our heart. And now Virgo season come and saying, okay, Leos, okay, Lions, now that you're in the heart, here is some changes to your routines. Here is some disruptions to your well-being, to the way you live your life, to the structure of your life, to your practicality, to the way to business. What this could be also is like massive announcement of changes in workforce. Because robotics, Pluto in Aquarius, Saturn Aries, companies, structures of AI, of robotics. Now the corporate decided that he's cutting the jobs. He needs to adjust to the current financial landscape, and suddenly all these workers are being kind of let go or being given notice that within a few months they'll get sacked because there will be this new robotic or technological or AI industry that will replace them. Who needs a personal assistant? You've got Siri, you've got Google, you've got ChatGPT, you've got Grok. Who needs personal assistant? There's going to be workforces who are going to be eliminated. There's going to be massive disruptions in the coming month, Virgo season, but in years as well. There will certainly just simply be certain occupations that will cease to exist. There will be no more need in them. I am not promoting it, not against it, not for it. I'm just giving you what's in the stars. Simple as that. You can already see it in the supermarket with the self-checking registers. Like we used to be humans. You come to the supermarket, you deal with a human being, they scan your barcode, how are you, how's your day, how you doing, yes, how much is it, oh thank you so much, here's the money, they serve you, they put everything in bags for you, you go home. Now you go to the supermarket, if you want bags you need to pay for it. I don't know what about you, I'm just carrying everything in my hands. What do I need bags for? Take the plastic bag so it's comfortable and then this plastic bag sit in a house or in the car. I take it as a practice of creativity. It's like, oh, bottles here, bread here, this here, and I'll carry it in my hands, or maybe I'll bring a bag from home if it's too much, yeah? But for small shops, just use my hands. And you go and you just scan it yourself, and you pay the machine, and the machine annoys you because it's like, please scan your flybys. If I don't have flybys, leave me alone. Do you want a cash receipt? Do you want a receipt? It's like, stop with all these questions. Oh, if you do this, like, let me just buy my groceries, leave me alone. Please put your things on the weight. Can you please stop telling me what to do? You know, sometimes like she's so bossy. The machine AI in the supermarket, very bossy. Can be annoying. Stop telling me what to do. Just let me do my shopping. But you know, you can see it already happening, and There's nothing we can do about it. It's just the world is changing. When the cars industry was booming in the 1930s, all the horse industry, until then we used to ride horses, horse and carriages used to take you. All the people was like afraid of, oh my God, it's the end of the horse industry. What would all these poor people do? All the people who has work with the horses that fix all the kind of metal in their foot and fix all their hair and horse doctors and all that, all of them lost their jobs. Oh my God. But guess what? The automobile industry has created thousands more jobs than the horse industry had. So what's the point being afraid of it? It's just industries changes and job requirements changes. So it's time for you to look at your job, at your occupation, and say, does it have a future? How long does it have until the robots and the AI will replace the job that you're doing? And don't be afraid of it. Just go like, okay, so what can I do and what should I do? How can I adjust into this new future? Which is why I put that picture at the beginning of this love stream with the shaman typing on his laptop to the AI, how could I adjust to my new future as a shaman? And there's a place for everyone, because some people embrace the AI and dive into it. Some people decide like, oh my God, this AI, I'm escaping, I'm going to the rural nature. And personally, I don't think it's the right thing to do. It's not going to help in the long term. But everyone is doing what's right for them. So that's the square of this new moon to Uranus, as Venus is coming off the square to Chiron. So there's a certain wounding here, and there's a stress, anxiety process, something happens, and we just need to remember not to be stressed. Okay? And what else about that? Is that the cool thing about it is that in 2006, when we had, I need to end because it's already 2 hours. In 2006, when we had the previous eclipses in Virgo, which is 19 years ago, 18 years ago, 19. The eclipses in Virgo also came after a very similar new moon on 0 degree Virgo and 30 minutes. So 8 minutes away from the same concept. New moon in Virgo, 0 degree, followed by eclipse season in Virgo in 2006. So also as we go into this Virgo season, try to see where were you in 2006 around the same time? September 2006. Where were you? What started? What initiated? And this is now a full circle. I stepped into my service in Australia. Being in service in Australia through the music, through the sound healing. Is that going through some changes? Absolutely. Do I know fully what they are? No. I just know that things have changed, things are not the same, and I need to find solutions, and I need to adjust and to make adjustment to my routines, to my structure, to my life. But I'm not stressing over it. I'm just taking it for what it is, having faith, trusting that the divine order is guiding this, and everything is going to work out, everything's going to be okay, but I am paying attention to the details, and I am paying attention to what I need to do and what plan I need to initiate, because this is a new moon in Virgo at the end of the day saying, okay, what's our new intention? How are we going to make sure that we are not stressing, we are not going to let anxiety and worry take over us, and we're just going to stay grounded, take care of our well-being, fix our houses, get on top of our mess, put everything in order, get a plan in order, and get ready. New moon in Virgo intentions. Sound healing meditation on 5 p.m. an hour afterwards, and also sound healing on Sunday, 24 hours after, Sunday 5 p.m. Another new moon. So you have 2 options on this new moon to come to join me. Wednesday, tomorrow night, Wednesday, which is the 20th of August, 7 p.m. with the sun trine Chiron and the moon in a beautiful conjunct Jupiter in that triangle, very healing. And then Saturday, this new moon in Virgo, sound healing meditation 5 p.m. and Sunday, the 24th of August at 5 p.m. And what else is happening on this new moon? Mercury is still not out of shadow. He has 2 more degrees to go through. And Jupiter is starting to... Juno and Vesta are still conjunct in Scorpio. Black moon Lilith is 4 degrees behind them. And then we're going into What else did I wanted to say? Anything else? Let's see. Yeah, so Mars, now Mars is traveling in Libra. After he did all that kite formulation, alchemy, mystical kind of alchemy that happened to us with Mars entering Libra, now Mars is exploring Libra, and the sextile to Mercury is still ongoing. So Mercury and Mars has been in a sextile all this week, and it's still continuing into next week, which is a brave, courageous Leo mindset, creative, authentic, brave heart, love mindset, is supportive development, opportunity for growth and development, working together with Mars in Libra. Be diplomatic. Just be fair in all your dealings, and come from a place of being fair and harmony, in taking actions that harmonizes and that install fairness and balance and equality and harmony through diplomacy and through good conduct in relationships. And that's about that. And this is the new moon. And then after that, what else? Uranus and Saturn. Uranus and Neptune is getting close to the exact sextile. And as Venus comes to the end of Cancer, the moon is still in Virgo on Monday, 25th of August. Moon is still in Virgo. Sun is on 2nd degree Virgo. Venus is at the end of Cancer, 29 Cancer. And Venus moves into Leo on... That's a good shift. Venus goes into Leo. I'll have to finish very soon, and I will try to do one next week as well to continue. 26th of August, Tuesday, Venus moves at 2:27 a.m. So Monday night, not next Monday. After the new moon, the moon at your 6 o'clock, moon moves into Libra. Relationships, feelings, fairness, equality, and the moon in Libra is opposing Saturn Neptune. So there's an opposition here. There's discomfort here. Moon wants fairness and balance and equality to feel it, but it's opposing Saturn Neptune. Confusing. Don't know what this is about. It's beyond my control. What is happening? Where's my future going to? This is stressing me out. A new moon in Virgo, squaring Saturn. And so the moon moved on. Oh, I forgot to do the exact square of the sun to Uranus, which I will do after I nail this point. And Venus moves into Leo on Monday night, 2:27 a.m. of early morning of Tuesday. And here Venus moves from this emotional Cancer into Leo, into kind of finding her royal heart really embodied in her feminine self. But what is she doing as she enters Leo? She is opposing Pluto. She is facing her fears. So there's a lot of stress points here. New moon in Virgo, square Uranus, stress, worry, anxiety triggered because of things that are happening. Following that, moon comes into Libra, opposing Saturn and Neptune. But it trines Pluto, and it trines Uranus and Sedna. There's a kite from the moon to Pluto to Uranus, as Pluto and Uranus sextile Saturn Neptune. So whatever it is, you have to have faith. In the big picture, it's all guided by the divine spirit. It's all gonna get better, and the future is brighter and better. But we are now going to go through the stresses of the changes, of the splitting of the world, where the old world suddenly doesn't function anymore in the same way. And it's kind of like, don't get stressed over it, just walk with it. And Venus moves into Leo, and she wants to feel that royal love, that royal heart, but she's facing Pluto, and she's afraid of the future. But what does it mean about the future? Okay, so I'm now decided that I'm gonna quit my job, because the way they treated me was toxic. It caused me too much stress. It's not worth it. I've given my resignation letter. I'm quitting that job, and I'm gonna follow and pursue my creative passion. Yes, I'm gonna go and pursue my creative passion. Yes, Venus in Leo. but wait a second, but am I gonna make enough money to make a living? How am I gonna pay my bills? I mean, that's what Venus is gonna face there. But the exact square of Sun to Uranus is happening the day before, I forgot that, on Monday, as the Moon is conjunct the South Node, the Moon will come to conjunct the South Node as the Sun square Uranus exactly at there we go. On Sunday evening. Oh, sound healing meditation. Sound healing meditation on Sunday evening, exactly 5 p.m. with the Sun square Uranus exactly. Something happens. Stress, anxiety, sudden, unexpected. Come to sound healing meditation. I'll do my best to help you. Some of you may book and cancel. Can't do anything about it. I'm not gonna stress. Some of you are not gonna book and gonna come. Can't do anything about it. I can. I will organize a mattress for you, but I can't stress about it. But don't do it to me, please. Book in advance. You know, you're gonna need to go into to get your appointment done and a flat tire. You're gonna stress. You know, it's like, suddenly, I don't know, something. There's a friction here. Sun in Virgo, beginning of Virgo, as the Moon comes to the South Node. Why is it not working? I'm doing everything I can. You know, I bought that cheat coin because that YouTuber told me the chart is indicating 1000% that cheat coin is going to fly to the moon. And now, the exchange got hacked. And now that coin is dropping. And I've lost all my money. Why? Why is not working? Why my plan is not working? Stress. Michael, can you please remind everyone what they need to do in this kind of like Virgo new moon? Thank you, Michael.
I'm too blessed to be stressed. Too
Unlikely to be disappointed. I'm too blessed to be stressed.
Too anointed to be disappointed.
Michael Rose, too blessed to be stressed. Remember that in your intention on this new moon, you will need it. But look, while the Sun square Uranus exactly on Sunday 5 p.m., while the Moon is coming to the South Node and we're feeling like, everything is like, there is a kite to the North Node in Pisces. Spirit is on top of it. There's the magical triangle of Uranus to Saturn Neptune to Pluto. Spirit is on top of it. Can you please chillax? Don't just relax, chillax. Chill out and relax. Go and smell the roses. Go and ground yourself. Go bare feet on the earth. Drink water. Eat good food. Rest. Exercise. Go for a walk. Go to Mother Nature. Let go of the electronics. Let go of your Twitter. Let go of the news. Stop worrying about the business. You have a problem? Let go of the problem. Go for a walk. Ground yourself. Take a deep breath. An idea will come. A solution will come. An inspiration will come. Suddenly, unexpectedly. But you have to be open to receive information, Uranus, from higher dimension. If you're stressed, worry, anxious, your mental mind is working so busy that it blocks the flow from your crown chakra through your third eye into your body. Your mental activity blocks the flow of your soul information into your embodiment. That's why you need meditation, stillness, calm down, chill out, go and smell the roses, slow down, get into your body, because then you create the silence, stillness, and the information comes in, the inspiration comes in, the knowing comes in, the solutions comes in, the support comes in, the love comes in, the nurturing connection comes in. But you have to step out of the vibration of that. So that's what you need to have with you in mind in this new moon, of what do you need to intend to practice, to structure, to create for yourself as anchors, as affirmation, as diet, as exercise routine that could help you get through the stressful Virgo season. It is going to be stressful. Could it be a market crash? Yes. Could it be a massive crash? Yes. Could it be a greed crash? Yes. Could it be massive disruption, earthquakes? Yes. Could it be, I don't know. It's the unexpected Uranus, but something will happen. Could it be disruption to food supply, to something with the ocean? It's with Sedna. There is something with the oceans, with Sedna, that is impacting and disrupting and bringing into awareness something about the oceans, something about the creatures. Maybe the fish, something happens with the fish. Suddenly, all the fish in the supermarket, salmonella. Suddenly, there's no fish to eat, and all the fish and chips goes up in prices. And all the fish and all the fish you used to buy go up in prices, and you can't afford buying the same fish, and the fish and chips now struggling to make a living because the fish cost them more. Something, okay? Maybe some deep sea creatures emerges that disturb the way we perceive nature. Virgo. Some disturbance in health. This could also be electricity, Uranus. Because of the stresses, Virgo. Strokes, heart attacks. Some sudden, if people are not going to be able to regulate themselves with all the disturbances that are coming through, this will be people literally like having strokes, heart attacks, like panic attacks, like going into massive spirals. So that's what I'm saying. This Leo season came to really bring us into the heart, into love, because now we are going into the trial. Now we are going into the testing time of the big disruptions, of the big changes, where the old world is just split from the new world. Don't worry about it. Don't get stressed over it. Don't be afraid of it. It is what it is. You can't control it. It's beyond you. You just take care of you. Do what you need to do in order to get through your day, in order to be on top of your thing. That's what you need to do. And remember all this beautiful water trine of Juno, Vesta, Lilith to North Node in Pisces, and now into Jupiter. Find the places where you have that people that can hold nurturing space for you, the container, the space container, the love. That's what Leo season came to show you, where you have the love, where you can trust people, rely on people, they are there for you and you are here for them. Find your blessings there. Find your expansion there to get through it. Your stress, come, sit with your neighbor, sit with your friend, share, be advised, be kind of like counseled, and give counsel if you need. Give love. And remember, we are now, if we are stressed and worried and anxious, we are not in the service of love. And the divine needs us to be in service of love. Great Spirit needs us to be in the service of love. The paradigm shift needs us to be in service of love. The new earth birthing needs us to be in the birth of love, because everyone is trying to pull this new earth into the direction they want. That's what it is. There's a new dream forming, a new earth is forming, and everyone is trying to pull it to where they want it to go. And so we have a lot of splitting here. We have a lot of fragmented kind of like things going everywhere. And I won't be surprised if there will be like a big kind of like social media, internet, mobile boom, and suddenly you have all the zombies that all day long on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram and Facebook. Suddenly goes like, what the fuck? What am I supposed to do now that I don't have internet? Pick up the freaking ball and go kick ball in the park. Say hello to your neighbor. Ask the driver next to you if he knows how to get to that street, because that's what we used to do before the internet, before GPS. We asked each other, sorry sir, can you help me? How do I get to McFerry Road? McFerry Road? Oh yeah, McFerry Road. You go in that roundabout and you chuck a U, and then you go left, you go right, and you pass the two traffic lights, and then you see the woman with the red dress in the sign in the commercial. You turn right, then you go like, oh, can you please say it again? How do you fill up petrol if the petrol station is suddenly off because there's no electricity? Have a freaking container of petrol in your garage for emergency, stored in a safe way. Why, you counting on the petrol station? You counting on the bank teller? You counting on the bank to give you cash? to buy your coffee? You're counting on your mobile to buy you coffee? Okay, when it's working, it's working. But what about having cash in case it doesn't work? Huh? Are you ready for that? Have the map book in your car, people. Have a generator if you can. Have a mobile charger if you can. Have a flashlight. Have batteries. You have to be ready for disruptions. Simple as that. If it's in food, agriculture, Virgo. If it's medicine, health, Virgo. If it's in routine, practicality, Virgo. And this is Uranus, Gemini, information, data, hacking, Pluto, Aquarius, fears of hacking, of all these things. Something big is going to happen here. And we know it. We can sense it. Leave alone this new moon, Virgo. And what is coming up? In a month and 6 weeks from now, the interstellar object that now has been even like spitting water, not even ice dust, water. And that's coming early October. While we are kind of like, we have the new moon Virgo, full moon eclipse in Pisces, new moon eclipse in Virgo, and interstellar object is in our solar system. What is that about? We're gonna see. In the meantime, more and more alien stuff are coming up. More and more things that are paranormal coming up. A senator representative in the US government has basically gave information and insight that they know of interdimensional beings that are coming in and out of our reality. I'm like, what the fuck? So, is it worth stressing over it? No. Worry over it? No. Why? Because too blessed to be stressed. Everything's going to be alright. So that's what I'm giving you for this new moon. It's 2.5 hours almost. Thank you all so much for your love and support, for being here with me. Chat room, Tori, we are too blessed to be stressed. Awesome. And active, creative Valerie. Hello, Valerie. Psychotherapist and a nurse, Jules. Classic Virgo. All right. Love you, Virgos, and love you, everyone. And thank you for your love and support. And we're going to finish again with the Appalachia Sisters that reminds us to kind of, connect with our medicine man and medicine woman and the medicine of the earth, and kind of like, find the medicine there and connect with the earth. And here they are, the rise in Appalachia. Thank you all so much. Come join me for sound healing. It will help you. And come for healing session. It will help you too. Okay? Love you, family. Peace, love, happiness, joy. Too blessed to be stressed.
I believe in bending backwards and extending my trap strip back into the messages in action. The art is feeding, stop start the disbelieving, cause the garden holds the shards, the medicine is in the seeds. When we hold tight to our right to protect, and we know our might is tenfold in connection. Our elders hold them bright lights, we protect them. The medicine is evident, the wolf, the hawk, the bear clan. We hold tight to our right to protect, and we know our might is tenfold in connection. Our elders hold them bright lights, we protect them. The medicine is evidence, the wolf, the hawk, the medicine woman, medicine man. Walking with grace, I know your face and I trust your hands. Medicine woman, medicine man. Walking with grace, I know your face and I trust your hands.